Hévíz has been known as a spa resort for more than 200 years. Each year it receives hundreds of thousands of visitors, Hungarians and foreigners alike. Our film presents this extraordinary place, and it would like to kindle an interest in those who have not yet been here to visit this wonderful place. The Lake of Hévíz, with its 4-hectare area, is the largest lake with a curative effect in Europe. The body of water sparkling in the middle of a large park is a picturesque scene, fitting harmonically into the surrounding gentle Transdanubian landscape. The water, which is of pleasant temperature in summer and winter alike, has a curative effect for people suffering from locomotive disorders, but also offers a refreshing experience for those who only wish to have a rest or a holiday.
Egy kedves város lakói nevében nagyon nagy szeretettel köszöntöm a kedves vendégeket. Városunk mindent elkövet annak érdekében, hogy az ideérkező vendég jól érezze magát, fogadják szeretettel a városunkról készült felvételeket, de természetesen az az igazi, ha eljönnek hozzánk, meggyőződnek, érezzék jól magukat, mi ennek érdekében mindent el fogunk követni.
The name Hévíz first appeared in a charter dated 1328. The real bathing activity began here in the 18th century. Between 1795 and 97, Count György Festetics expertly and thoughtfully built a small bathing resort. After his death and following a short decline from 1819, the lake and its surroundings were again developed in the second half of the 19th century. That is when water lilies from India and Africa were planted in the lake. By the 1930s, 7 hotels and 11 restaurants as well as 40 villas could be found in the village. Due to development projects that were launched from the second half of the 1970s on, developments that speeded up significantly in the past 5 years, Hévíz is now able to accommodate almost as many guests at the same time as the capital city of Budapest. The Lake of Hévíz is a particularly special formation even if you do not consider its curative effects. Larger hot water lakes generally rest in clay or rock soil, while the one in Hévíz is a lake with its bottom made up of peat mud. The only other similar geographical formation can be found on Rotorua, the northern island of New Zealand. The surface is of oval shape and the water level is between 150 and 180 centimeters in 2/3 of the lake. You can stand on the bottom of the lake almost everywhere around the bathing houses. Near the shore of the lake, people can dig themselves up to the middle of their thigh into the medicinal mud loosened up by the hot water. The lake is fed at a depth of 38.5 meters by 2 springs, whose water output is 354 liters per second. The cold and hot water coming from the spring source mixes into the lake at a temperature of 40.5 degrees Celsius. The Lake of Hévíz has unique flora and fauna because of the temperature and chemical composition of the water and the special environment. The microorganisms of the water and the mud, as well as the metabolism products, greatly contribute to the curative force of the lake. The most spectacular members of the flora are the water lilies. They are not only of aesthetic value, but they also effectively reduce the cooling of the water. The grassy park surrounding the lake is the place for those fond of sunbathing and social life. The curative effect of the water in Hévíz covers a wide variety of locomotor disorders. Rheumatic diseases, in the widest possible sense, react quite positively to bathing in the medicinal water of Hévíz. But one must also mention the anti-inflammatory effect of the treatment and its hormonal effect stimulating the functioning of the gonads. The bathing treatment can produce quite good results in case of cartilage abrasion, calcification, and secondary joint cases. It is also effective in the pre- and after treatment of patients whose joints have been operated on. The main service provided by the hotels is therapy, which includes a wide variety of hydrotherapeutic, electrotherapeutic, mechano- and balneotherapeutic treatments based on the Hévíz water and mud. There are also supplementary services such as dietary advice, biocosmetics, oxygen therapy, sore reflex massage, manicure, pedicure, dermatological treatment, and remedial gymnastics. In order to maintain one's general well-being, the curative treatment can be supplemented with a wellness program. Well-equipped gyms, sauna, solarium, steam and hot air chambers, indoor and outdoor spas and recreational pools, as well as swimming pools with water of controlled temperature, are at the disposal of our guests. One of the best-known treatments is the wade bath, which was introduced in Hévíz by Dr. Károly Moll in 1953. The base for every curative treatment is bathing in the thermal water of Hévíz, but it should only be applied with the recommendation of a doctor and accompanied by continuous medical control. In the special humid microclimate, trees grow abundantly in the forest caressing the lake. The Fairy of the Lake statue depicts a female figure whose right hand rests on the coat of arms of the town. On her right side you can see the figure of a cherub who protects the lake from evil spirits. People in Hévíz have always liked flowers. They decorate the town with special care, taking care of the flower beds. Shops in the streets forming the core of the town offer all sorts of goods. In addition to bathing accessories, tourists looking for souvenirs or gifts can find here folk-art objects, tasty Hungarian wines, spicy smoked meat, sweets, books and CDs. In 1996, the year when the country celebrated the Hungarian conquest, the arrival of the Magyars into the Carpathian Basin, a monument symbolizing the 1,100 years of common Hungarian identity was erected in the heart of the city.